massacre of our people. And these are Edomites, right? This is what they did in the past. So what makes you think they're going to do it again? They done it back then. They did it when they had us in slavery here in America, and they're gonna try to do it again and speak very proudly of it. And our people are like just simple little kids, unaware. So that the princes and the elders mourn. No, I'm gonna start here. Therefore, there was a great mourning in Israel in every place where they were, so that the princes and the elders mourned. The virgins and the young men were made feeble, and the beauty of a woman was changed. Every bridegroom took up lamentations, and she that sat in the marriage chamber was in heaviness. So our people were in a state of mourning, unhappiness, pain, trouble when this stuff was going on, man. You know, this is the things that these Edomites did to our people. You know, and we survived. You know, when you all them stories and times you hear people say the Jews been persecuted for thousands of years, that's us, man. We've been persecuted for thousands of years because everybody hates us. You know, we're the Lord's chosen people. You know, how many people do you know hate the so-called prince over there in England? Right? Because they're not real royalty. What do? They're not ruling anything. How many people you know hate Queen Elizabeth, right? But the true royalty is the nation of Israel. How many people hated King David? A lot of the heathens hated him. They constantly was trying to defeat him. Now you got these people that you know they're so weak. They come up with these different ways of killing people, soft kills, or you know, in like with chemicals, with poison, or with the missiles. So they ain't got to be nowhere around when you do die. That's cowardly, you know. Whether men back in the day, man, they were some real warriors. Nowadays, you got a gun, you shoot, your bullets are out, what then? All you gotta do is hit a button and send a missile off. What's so warriorly about that? Warriorly about that, right? They was skilled with darts, bow and arrow, sword, buckler, shield. When you went to war, you actually was going to war. It wasn't no, I'm just sit on base, hit a couple buttons, you know, and that's it. Nah. You know, men actually went to war back then. verse 28. The land also was moved for the inhabitants thereof, and all the house of Jacob was covered with confusion. And after 2 years finally expired, the king sent his chief collectors of tribute unto the cities of Judah, who came unto Jerusalem with a great multitude. And spake peaceable words unto them, but all was deceit. For when they had given him credence, he fell suddenly upon them upon the city, and smote it very sore, and destroyed much people of Israel. So these fucking Edomites, these crackers, man, they're not honorable men at all. They're all deceitful. You know, even when it comes to war, they're not honorable. You know, you can't even all through history, they make treaties, they break them. They've never been honorable. You know, you can't trust anything they say, man. When you go to war with the Edomite, you might as well not even hear what they gotta say. Just keep killing them until they're all gone. Because whenever they try to make treaties or deals with you, it's all deceit. They're just saying, okay, yeah, we'll make a peace treaty so you can lower your defenses, and they come in and swoop you. You know? So there's no point in talking things out with an Edomite. You just gotta wipe them off the face of the planet. You just gotta destroy all of them. King David had the right idea. He hated Edomites. You know? The scriptures say the most feeble among us is going to be like David. That's just not talking about his strength, you know, or his skills. When he had taken the spoils of the city, he set it on fire and pulled down the houses and walls thereof on every side. But the women and children took they captive and possessed the cattle. Then built they the city of David with a great and strong wall and with a mighty tower, and made it a stronghold for them. So they tore down our shit, took our women and children captive, and you know they was raping our women, and they say, I lost my train of thought. They took the women and children captive, and you know they was raping the women, but after they tore down our walls and stuff like that, they done turned that into a stronghold for themselves. So they moved themselves in there, you know. And that's what Esau does. He move himself in your spot and make that his shit. Yeah. But all the people on the planet is catching on to the shit these Edomites do. The main people that should have been catching on, it should have been our people. We're the ones that's been done the wrong the most by these Edomites. No. But then, you know, started at 31. And when he had taken spoils of the city, he set it on fire and pulled down the houses and walls thereof around every side. But the women and children took they captives and possessed cattle. Then builded they the city of David with a great and strong wall, with a mighty tower, and made it a stronghold for them. And they put therein a sinful nation, wicked men, and fortified themselves therein. And those were Edomites, a nation of Edomites. So they put in themselves a wicked nation, sinful men. And that's what these Edomites are, a wicked nation of sinful men. Of sinful men. Well, it said, sinful nation, wicked men. Well, that's what they are. They stored it also with armor and victuals. And when they had gathered together the souls of Jerusalem, they laid them up there, and so they became a sore snare. For it was a place to lie and wait against the sanctuary, and an evil adversary to Israel. Thus they shed innocent blood on every side of the sanctuary and defiled it, insomuch that the inhabitants of Jerusalem fled because of them, whereupon the city was made an inhabitant of strangers, and became strange to those that were born in her, and her own children left her. Her sanctuary was laid waste like a wilderness. Her feasts were turned into mourning, her Sabbaths into reproach, her honor into contempt. So basically these Edomites came up in Jerusalem and just defiled everything. You know, just like they came over to America and defiled everything. You know? So the Israelites that was there just left. You know? Because nobody wants to dwell anywhere where there's disease, right? Except the heathen. The heathen, nowadays, everybody came over to America because Edomites put on their best foot forward, right? Making everybody think that they were these great people, these kind people. And there's nothing but fairness and God-fearing and all this other stuff. But it was all deceit. Because look at this place now. Look what they did to the original inhabitants. Look what they did to the Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians. When I was in school, in middle school and stuff like that, whenever they talked about American history or history period, the only people that really talked about being in slavery is the Negroes, and they talk about what happened with the North American Indians, and they talk about did they mention the Latinos? I'm not sure, but all the other nations, you don't ever hear about, oh, the Chinese were in slavery, or these nation of people was in slavery. No, it's always the Israelites that was in slavery. Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, oh yeah, them Jewish people over there, they was in slavery. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. They're not even the real Jews. According to Revelations 2:9 and 3:9. They're not worthy of that title. Those are wicked men. It's a sinful nation. They run in the world right now. And look at the condition the world is in. They defiled the whole planet. So much that the Most High, the Most High gotta hide things from him. You know, what if Esau got his hands on the dinosaurs, right? So these Edomites, man, they're just a nation of wicked men. A sinful nation, like the scriptures say. And as had been glory, so what her dishonor increased, and her excellency was turned into mourning. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. And what does that sound like? A new world order. These Edomites, man, they ain't coming up with anything new. They're doing the same shit they did in the past, trying to make everybody one people, right? Trying to establish their new world order type thing. And everyone should leave his laws so that all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. You know, it didn't say religion. It said laws. He wanted everybody to leave their laws so they can be under one consent under him, under his laws. And that's what they did today. All the people that come here got to leave their laws and start following the laws of America. You know? They create their own laws in favor of themselves because they have all the money, you know, so they can buy their way out of anything. That's respective persons. In a true legal system or with true laws, no matter how much money you have, if you did that crime, you transgressed that law, you got to suffer the consequences. Whether you got $500 trillion or you have $2. Alright, and everyone should leave his laws, so all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yeah, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion. So, the religion of America are the laws that they establish. You know, their legal system. The religion that Antiochus was the laws that he created. You know, and sacrifice unto idols and profane the Sabbath. For the king has sent letters by messenger unto